of the free world and its leadership in the current crisis is that they should have said to Hamas, if you guys don't release the hostages immediately, we're not talking to any one of you. But instead what we're getting is, okay, you're not releasing the hostages, get them out. But in addition, we will punish Israel and say we recognize a Palestinian state. And what's the outcome of it, and Marco Rubio said it correctly, was that for a long time Hamas refused to sit down and negotiate with Israel on a hostage deal because they felt they have the higher ground in the international media, international arena. And what transpired is that if and only when the Israeli cabinet made a decision that it goes into Gaza, then they went back to the table.
Do you wonder how it's come to this? You, as president, you have a role, as you said, above politics.
Exactly.
Responsible.
I don't have any
for the core values
role. I don't have an
of the country and the free world, as you've talked about it. Your allies and friends are using some of the worst words that are used about human relations, genocide, ethnic cleansing, and so on, about Israel that used to be a beacon of democracy to those countries. Do you feel a responsibility to change that?
But look, we are a beacon of democracy. We have a very vibrant democracy. We debate on so many issues that sometimes a lot of you guys are confused. But that's what we do. We are a democracy. I meet thousands of Israelis a week. Israelis care. Israelis want change. Israelis want to exit from this war. But the fact of the matter is that the enemy is down there in the tunnels, together with allies in Qatar. Okay, they think that they can drive Israel crazy and the region crazy and the world crazy. And I think that it's very difficult because media likes to put a certain focus, but they have to open a larger vista. And I say it outright. Believe me, Israelis are not indifferent to anybody's pains. And part of it is like blaming Israel for all the faults of the world. But the truth of the matter is, we were on the verge of normalization with Saudi Arabia, and somebody decided to carry out the most aggressive, barbaric derailment.
That is true, and then Israel decided to take all the actions that followed and have brought this condemnation.
What should we have done? Leave our citizens abducted and missiles landing on our head? You know how many years missiles landed from Gaza? Yeah. We pulled out of Gaza in 2005 to the last iota.
We are going to stick with the present and future. We're not going back into that bit of history.
Sure.
Thank you. Let's go to questions. We have a lot. If we can have the lights up as well. We have a lot of questions. A lot of people.
Yeah, we need the timetable of 20 minutes left.
We do. 23 minutes.
Okay.
Whether you'll thank me or not for those extra 3 minutes remains to be seen.
Thank you, Brown.
Hello, Tobias Ellwood, former Foreign Minister for the Middle East. Really pleased to see you here and use those words that friends can speak frankly and can argue. But I say this as a military man. What's made it difficult for me to continue to support is the utility of military force in securing a long-term strategy, because I don't understand what that strategy is. If we take Doha, was Britain lobbied to then say, let's get rid of any Hamas leader there? And you mentioned the Marshall Plan, and this is my question. You could start this today, using those Abrahamic Accord signatories, to take Eraz or Rafah, to take 10 kilometers worth, a zone, and start to rebuild without Hamas, to show that there is a future for Palestinians that don't want to be part of Hamas, don't want anything to do with them. That is where we are all united, a Palestine area without Hamas responsible. But at the moment, there is no plan, no strategy, no vision, clarity as to where you want to go, other than more war. And that's led to the idea that actually you're not interested in a two-state solution. And that makes it tougher for people like us that want to continue to support Israel.
Thank you, Tobias. You've actually touched upon a very, very important topic. We've seen fascinating TV reports in Israel, interviews of a huge amount of Palestinians in Gaza who have been interviewed, and 8 out of 10 out there say, we want a different life, we're fed up of Hamas, we want them out, we want to live in peace, we had a much better life before this war, we want to finish with this war and move forward. It's amazing to see. This is not reported at all in the international media. Channel 12 in Israel, Ohad Chemo, made series of interviews because he had all his friends in Gaza, and they say it out loud. They say it either on camera or under disguise, and they say, we beg you, finish the job and get us a better life. Get rid of Hamas. We're fed up of
and
Hamas.
What Tobias Elwood is asking you is what is the plan?
If there were elections. Now, that's why your idea is smart. I've never heard of the idea. It's a smart idea. It's worthwhile. It's worthwhile checking. It's worthwhile checking. I will actually pass it on because we are looking for ways. There are also a lot of opposition forces in Gaza who want to start, and we opened up now for the private sector to go into Gaza. Okay.
Thank you. Let's go here.
Amelia Jem from Channel 4 News. Our Health Secretary has said that you need to answer the allegations levelled against your government of war crimes, of ethnic cleansing and of genocide. What is your answer?
But we totally reject it, totally out of hand. Our distinguished ambassador here, Tzipi Khotoveli, she actually responded and the embassy responded. Mrs. Khotoveli will be retiring in 5 days' time, so we thank her for her 5-year service in the United Kingdom. But we reject it out of hand. We just answered it. May I just remind you that even a recent UK report said that Israel is not carrying out, God forbid, any genocide, and we reject it out of hand. Not only that, there are 13 fully operational hospitals in Gaza. All the medical equipment and services are there. The UAE hospital in southern of Gaza is operating fully, and there are clinics all around. These are all, it's very easy to blame Israel without understanding the facts or without seeing it for themselves.
And so just, if I may, you said that you had a tough discussion with Sir Keir Starmer. What was tough that was said?
Because, of course, Prime Minister Starmer presented his views regarding a Palestinian state, regarding the humanitarian aid in Gaza, and I offered that there would be a fact-finding mission coming to Israel, sitting with us and studying the situation in Gaza on the humanitarian level, because we have full answers and we are fully transparent. And so, we argued. We definitely argued out of respect. We also had things that we agreed upon. We agreed that Iran is a worldwide threat. We agreed that Hamas must be removed. We agree on it, but how to do it, how to reach from this point of an idea into reality, then, of course, starts the argument.
Let's go to another question. Second, back on the aisle. Yes.
Nick Gowing, private member of Chatham House. President Herzog, twice you used the word amicable settlement you envision with the Palestinians. Amicable? How on earth can you achieve that in the current atmosphere?
So, because